Everybody, welcome to Jimmy Dore Show. I'm here with the Miserable Liberal.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, Miserable. And our next live Jimmy Dore Show, Friday, February 1st in Burbank, California. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for tickets. See there. Those tickets are almost all gone, by the way. So, new poll. There's a new poll. Check this out. New poll. Progressives prefer Biden over Sanders in hypothetical 2020 Trump matchup. And by progressives, they mean customers of the car insurance company, I think. I think that's what, they don't mean actual progressives, because actual progressives don't prefer Biden over Sanders. At all. And why is that? Well, here's Joe Biden's, here's a brief history of Joe Biden's record. 1981, attacked Anita Hill. Boy. 1994, wrote disastrous crime bill. 1995, wrote the Omnibus Counterterrorism Act, later became the Patriot Act.
Oh, wow.
In 1996, he voted against gay marriage.
Wow.
In 1999, he voted to repeal Glass-Steagall Act. In 2001, voted for Patriot Act. 2002, voted for the Iraq War. To me, that's a disqualifier. I knew the Iraq War was BS when it was going on. So did a lot of other people. In real time, we knew it was BS. 2005, voted to end the bankruptcy protections for students. That's what he did. And then, of course, this year, he presented George W. Bush with a Liberty Medal. So that's why no to Joe Biden.
Yeah, I get you, Jimmy. Those aren't real progressive positions to take.
That sounds like Ronald Reagan. That sounds like Newt Gingrich. Doesn't sound like a guy I want to vote for. That sounds like why we got Trump. But what is this poll? This poll was the Hillis-Harris X poll, daily poll. They conduct a daily poll. They call 1,000. It was conducted December 16th and 17th. It found that 83% of self-identified progressives prefer Biden. So what that tells me is that probably 81% of those people don't know what progressive means. So 83% picked Biden, 75% picked Bernie Sanders. Representative Beto O'Rourke was the top choice for 66% of liberal respondents. I was in that poll. I tried to pick Bernie. He flagged me as a Russian. By the way, can I tell you? So the headline for this poll could have been Trump beats Beto O'Rourke in new poll, but that's not what they chose for the headline. For the headline, they chose Biden beats Bernie. How about Trump beats Beto? The Hill-Harris poll is a joint project of the Hill's new online TV division, Hill.tv, and the Harris X polling company that surveys 1,001 Americans a day on the issues of the day in politics and policy. The December 16-17 survey has a sampling margin of error of 100%. Okay, it's not what it says. It says 3.1 percentage points. But there's no way that's true. There's no way this is true. And so the last time this happened, CNN did a poll like this, and we went and we looked at the polling data. Well, like, who did they call? And we found out they called mostly people over 55 who made over $50,000 a year. Well, that's not Bernie Sanders' wheelhouse, baby. Bernie Sanders, the most popular politician with millennials, people under 35.
And don't most millennials have a cell phone?
Yeah.
And how are they contacting these people? I mean, that's my, I want to know that. Like, how did they first contact them? By a phone, rotary phone? How do they decide that they're progressive in this 1,000?
They self-reported. If the self-identified progressives. So those people don't. So when people hear Hillary Clinton say, "I'm a progressive," they go, "Oh, I'm like her." So you're not they're not progressives. So that's not true. That's why this is BS. And again, another bogus. Again, this is This is the establishment media. They're coming at Bernie early. By the way, and this will make more sense to you. This is survey. A majority of Americans don't believe polls are accurate. That's the same publication. I wonder why most people don't believe polls are accurate. According to the new Hill-Harris poll released Thursday, a majority of registered voters are doubtful about surveys they hear about in the news media. I wonder why. 29% of respondents said they don't believe most polls, but they do trust a few, while 19% they almost never believe that polls are accurate. That's something. So that's again, that's a lot of people. A significant majority of Democrats in the survey, 60% of them, said they think opinion polling is mostly or almost always accurate. Wow. Democrats think so. If you are, by the way, let's remember, people who call themselves Democrats are only about 26% of the population. So that's not half the country that thinks that. So that's 60% of a quarter of Americans. So that's a half. So if 26% of registered voters are Democrat and 60% of them, so that's like maybe 15% of the people. So maybe 15% of registered voters. That's what that is. So that's why people don't trust polls, because there's three kinds of lies. There's lies, damn lies, and statistics, right? You've heard that saying. And so so just look at this. Just 36% of Republicans respondents agreed. Independents were in between, with 49% saying they had confidence in most or all of the polls or surveys. But that means 51% said they didn't. Isn't it weird how they put it that way? Independents were in between. 49% saying they had confidence in most or all the surveys. But that means 51 said they didn't. Anyway, we'll do another thing on that, because that's interesting. I should do that as its own video.
I wonder how many people we polled would want you to do another story on polling.
I don't believe this poll.
I think 100%.
I don't believe the poll about the people not believing polls. And we're going to do a video on that. So we're going to get back to that poll. You don't believe me? Poll me. Our next live Jimmy Dore show is February 1st in Burbank, California. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a list of all our live shows, and please become a premium member if you can. Become a patron. It's the way we support this show, because they're coming at us, and we give you bonus. We give you hours of bonus material every week. Check it out. Become a patron. And if you can, make sure you're still subscribed. They unsubscribe people every day. I know it sounds crazy. It only takes a second. Please make sure and click that bell when you subscribe, so they'll send you a notice when we drop a video. Thanks for your support.